Okay, welcome guys. I'm sorry I'm not there today, but I have a sick child, so we're going to make this work. Before we begin, I need you to do something for me. You're watching this video, but I need you to do something called floating YouTube. It's what you're going to use to be able to make this video. So here's how you use it. Go to Google, okay, type in floating YouTube. You should be able to do this. A few of you guys have done this from messing around with Inventor, but this is how you do this. You click on floating YouTube. Okay. Once you use this once, you're going to love it. It's a great tool. Click Add to Chrome. Okay. Click Add App. And it should just pop right up. So click this. You're going to get a floating box that looks like this. It moves around via this little icon. Now, of course, I'm making this video live, so I don't have a video for you guys to, well, it's going to be like different videos. So here's what I need you to do. So we're going to go back in time and we're going to do this. So once you have this loaded, okay, you're going to go to the video that I have currently made, okay, and you're going to copy and paste the share down here. You see where it says share? You're going to share that. You're going to do a Control C, click here, Control V. I think you can drag, and now you have this video to watch. And then you can put it up here in the corner. You can work on your AutoCAD to your heart's delight, and it's always up here. So really cool tool. You can expand it out if you want to make it bigger so you can see it better. You can make it smaller. You can just listen to me. You can full screen it, whatever you want to. So great tool to use while you're learning in drafting. So use that on this video, not the one I popped up there, because that doesn't make any sense. So hopefully you got that. So floating YouTube. So go ahead and load that. All right. The first thing I need you guys to do is at the bottom of the screen here, okay? I need you to make sure that you are in the drafting and annotation toolbar. A few of you guys are messing around with 3D, so I need you to fix this real quick. So please just click on this button so you can keep moving forward. Okay? So your screen should change to where it's something like this now, to where it looks like line and polyline. If you're in doubt, ask the person next to you. Hopefully they have figured it out. Bottom of your screen, here's what you need on. Grid, I could care less if you want it on this, that's fine. I want this thing on right here called polar tracking. That's important. Okay? It's really important that's on. I also want the snaps on, the tracking. I'll show you what that is here in a minute. And I also want you to make sure that these things are on your object snap, which is this little box with a little dot on top of it. So endpoint, midpoint, center, quadrant, the intersection, extension, perpendicular, and tangent. I probably rambled through those too fast, but hopefully you can just pause the video, look at it, and look at them set. The rest of the stuff I could care less about. Just leave that the way it is. Okay? So you guys got that set. Alright, so first I'm going to teach you guys how to draw lines. Okay? So I'm going to draw this out kind of as we made it here, but I am going to mess around some too. So when you're drawing lines, you just click line or type in the command L enter. Okay? You click, you point, you go. Okay? So if I want to draw a 5-inch line, it doesn't matter how far this is out. I type 5, I press enter, I have a 5-inch line. Okay? So real quick, let's make a 5 by 5 box. So 5 down. Okay? Now, I'm not going to type 5 over and attach because I want to do this a little bit of a lazy way, which is a bit more fun. There is something called an object track. If I touch here, I'm not clicking. I just touched it, and I'm moving down. You'll see this green line. See that? That's an object track. It's trying to help you line up your objects. So I move it down, I click, and now I go up. It's a bit of a creative way to be able to line up your objects. If you can't get it, it's not a big deal. But if you want to see it again, I'm going to erase these. I'm going to go L enter. I'll tell you everything I do. Left click on this, touch this, move my mouse down, click, and go up and click. So the object track is a beautiful thing to be able to create objects. Okay, so the next thing with this is, let's say I want to draw myself a circle. Okay, circles are right here. You can also use a down arrow to do radius or diameter. If you type in C enter, which is a quick command, so type C enter, Okay, it always defaults in radius, but first it wants you to find like a center point. Now, if I touch my mouse here, I didn't click, I touched, and I move my mouse down, you see I was trying to track in the middle. I'm just going to dump this someplace. I'm just going to dump this right here. Okay. All right. Now, right here it asks for specify the radius. Well, it's drawing things like it would on CAD or on drafting, so it wants you to read the radius only. I'm trying to just help you think through the process here. So if I want a 1-inch circle, I type in, guess what? 0.5. Okay. Now I have a 1-inch circle. Okay. I am going to erase this though. So when you're done with something, you click it, delete button. Some of you guys don't like touching the keyboard. You rather right click. That's fine. Don't care how you do it. Just do it. Okay. A little bit of note track. I'll go over that a little bit more in the class. But let's say you want to line up in this signal. Let me show you one more thing. If I click circle again, and I want to put it right smack dab in the middle, and I don't want to do anything else fancy with it, here's how I would do that. If I touch here, and I touch here. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but there's two little green pluses on there. That means try and line it up. And if I click here, it's right smack dab in the middle. We'll do that again. Circle. Touch here. Not clicking. Touch here. It didn't take it because I didn't see it turn green. There we go. It helps if you try to keep it lined up. And now we're in the middle. So, okay. Next command I'll teach you. I'll probably end up making this into 2 different videos, so I have a lot to show you. It's the offset command. Okay. Offset is located right here, but that takes too much time. Type in O and then the enter button. Okay. Okay. On your screen, you see what that says? Specify the offset distance. I'm going to go 1. Okay. 1. Press enter. You click, you move, you dump. You click, you move. It doesn't matter how far I move down. It's going to go 1 inch. A lot of people, when they're first using it, they're like afraid to move too close, and then they end up with some error because they're not far enough. Just move it down. It's not a big deal. You're not going to kill it. Okay? Yes, right here I just put 2 of them right there. I don't care. So, offset is a great way to make as you guys know, we've done this turn 3 times, a line to an exact distance. So let's extend these out a little bit like this. Okay? So we're going to make some boxes like this. All right? It's beautiful. Okay. Another way to do offset, and I always like this, is type in O enter. Okay. Let's say, okay, right here. It remembers my last distance I did, which was 1. So guess what? I have to do nothing for this because it's already done. I press the enter button. Okay. And all I have to do is click here. I go out once. But if you look up here, there's some options. One says multiple. Now watch this. If I click multiple, every time I click, as long as I am beyond it, I can go all day. Easy peasy. Love that command. Okay. So hopefully you have this thing kind of drawn out so far. Okay. I do want to show you 2 more commands. One is fillet and one is trim. Okay. So let me show you how fillet. Fillet is a rounded corner, which is what you're going to need right here. This is a little bit advanced for your first time, but I know you guys can handle it. Okay. So here's how you do this. Quick command for fillet is F and press enter. Specify for each object, or we need to do this. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to round a corner. So I'm going to press radius because you have to set it first. I see 0.2. Let's go 0.2. Let's type 0.2. Okay. You click, it joins it. I press enter again, it redoes your last command. So always remember, you press enter, it redoes your last command. Okay? Little quick thing with this. Okay? It's a little bit into trim. So I'm just pressing enter, and I'm rounding these corners. Okay? But, also with fillet, I won't show you that just yet. Okay? You can also do multiple, so you don't have to keep hitting that button every time. That way, if I want to do a different one, let's say I want to do this one, it'll let me, and I don't have to go through and do all this all over again. Okay? If you do it like this, it will make a circle at the end. So, not a big deal. We're just kind of playing around today. How about this? If you guys did this, cross some of these lines for me, please. Okay? Because there's something I want to show you. Okay? Or that, or dump a circle somewhere in here. I don't really care. I just want to make a little bit of a mess. Okay, last I'm going to show you guys is trim. I showed you guys a little bit this last week, but we're going to go into it now. TR, enter, enter. You have to press it twice. Okay, TR, enter, enter. It's making a fence. I'll explain that later. You click what you don't want. Okay, you can draw a box if you want to. If you do a green box from left to right, you can pick everything that's in there. Okay, so I think it goes all ways this time. Okay, so that's trim. Trim's a really, really handy tool. So use trim, kind of play around with this stuff, and you'll get the hang of it. Okay, but the other thing with trim is cool is also you can extend. If you press shift and you click a line, it will extend that out. Okay, as long as it has something to hit. Like this one has nothing to hit, so it'll just go around. This one will go up. Okay, so that's a little bit about basic commands. I am going to stop this video. I'm going to upload it, and then we're going to do this little guy right here as a practice, and hopefully this will get you guys going on some AutoCAD stuff for today. Alright, so keep playing around if you want to. I really want you to make some fun shapes and designs on the computer. Hopefully I didn't go too fast. If you want to, you can always back up and rewatch. So if you have any questions, ask the person next to you. Maybe they got it figured out. Alright? Otherwise, do your best or jump to the next video and see if you can figure out this phone, because I'm going to go through this real slow and it should be okay. So try it out and we'll see how it goes. Alright? Bye-bye.